Indigo Soul, I'm pretty sure, will stay with us, right? This isn't going to expire at the end of our turn. If this effect is triggered, fully fills your corruption meter with purification and refresh virtues. Yeah, okay. That doesn't say anything about expiring, so that's alright. And I do have to play this, which is going to overcorrupt Mooney, but that shouldn't kill me. I'm not taking extra damage from anything, so... Ooh! A double Indigo Soul? Don't mind if I do. Holy moly. Oh, it does wear off. Oh. I didn't know that. That would have been good to know. I don't think I could have saved it, unfortunately, but that would have been good to know. I'm starting to see how these Hex die could be a problem. I could get rid of a couple of them, so that's fine, but... yeah, this is definitely where Mooney's game, I guess, starts to kick in. Let's get rid of this one. See something here. 6 damage plus 6 light shield. That should cancel itself out, right? If we were to play that on myself. Depending on how the game is coding this and treating this in order, it should cancel itself out, but I don't know that for sure. Alright, so... get rid of these corrupt actions here. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And we have 2 more, but they're going to deal more damage to us than they're going to heal us. Oh, but they're not mandatory, so we don't have to use them. And this is going to deal 6 damage, or... oh, you know what we could do? We could reduce this and then set this off, because that's going to reduce that number by 1, which is going to be fine. Better than 0, you know what I mean? But where do I want to burn that? I don't know where I would want to burn that. If I burn it on Mooney, that's going to kill me. If I burn it on myself, I don't know if that's going to kill me or not. I could re-roll it. Actually, maybe not. Ah, but it's not mandatory either. Okay, great. Alright, so let's just end our turn, because otherwise we might just lose a life. I think at this point we're just trying to get enough wave on Mooney to end the fight before these Hex die become a real problem, but still looking okay. This is a great hand. I don't really think we have to worry about anything here. This corrupt action we can discard. Everything else is going to be gravy, pretty much. So Apex Instinct is extra damage. Empower is extra damage. Protection is just protection from a buff. It'd be great to get another Sharpened Fin. I don't see a copy anywhere, though, so we can't just, you know, get another one right now. Oh, what we could do, though, we could play Astral Rebound. So this gets sent back to our pool, so maybe we get another draw of that next turn. Maybe. And then this Corrupt action, the tricky one. It's going to burn our shield and deal 2 damage to us because it's a Hex die. Should be safe, though. Yeah, okay. And now that we have Serenity on Mooney, we have Apex Instinct and Empower. We might get another Empower from Sharpened Fin, so you know what? We're dealing great damage at this point. Another good hand, too. I see a refresh, I see some more shielding, I see invoke. Very awesome indeed. Let's use invoke, and let's overcorrupt Mooney at some point so we can refresh these virtues. We would want to do... I think we would want to do something like this. Shield ourselves, use that, and then refresh depending on what we get here. I see wave, I see purging anchor, and another draw die. Okay. Some more wave, thank you very much. Yeah, we got it. We got it. So just 10 more damage, aka 9 damage because we have Serenity, aka 8 damage because we just put another Serenity on. So really, it should just be you and you. Yeah, cool. Bit of a mental one. But we got through it. And we didn't lose a life. So now we got all of Astrea's Heart to get through. We have an hour, just over an hour to get through it. And again, I don't really remember how this fight goes, but with the difficulty cranked down, we shouldn't have that much of an issue, I hope. Let's find out if we don't get rocked by the second phase of this fight. Or this first turn, honestly. We might get rocked during this first turn. I see a lot of symbols. I see a lot of red. I see some blue, and I see an indigo soul, so that should save whatever mistakes we make, if we make any. But I see a lot of red going around. And I do remember about Omni Soul. So whenever any of these debuffs get applied to one of them, it gets applied to all of them. So Affliction, all of them are going to have what looks like 2 Affliction. And they're all going to have Reinforced, unless I find a way to reroll something. I don't think I can. They're all going to have Corrupted Critical. Okay. The Affliction is a permanent thing, so that's going to stay around for the rest of the fight. Reinforced is not permanent, and Corrupted Critical, as far as I know, is permanent until they hit a critical, so that's going to stay around. But I can't really do anything about all of that, so let's just play our turn and move on. Shielding is not going to shield much here. There's no, like, self-corruption going on at the moment, so I don't have to worry about that. I guess let's focus on this Astrea then, because she's got the wave. We're going to want to beat her down as much as we can. And if I remember correctly, as long as we get this wave to get triggered, it should move on to the next Astrea, whichever one has less health, I think. Okay. Alright. First turn, not a bad turn. Looking okay so far. We've got our virtues back. We've got a single die here now. We're just worried about all this Omni Soul stuff because Affliction is going to be a problem if that runs away too fast. We need rerolls. We need some way to block that. I don't know if we can just block that straight up though. I see a hex die there. That's not too much of a problem. Corrupted convert is not a problem either. Corrupted critical, that's going to be a problem if that number gets too high. And meteor rain shouldn't be a problem really. There's no way that could kill me if it hits me 4 times. Oh, actually, I guess maybe if it hits me 4 times and the critical gets triggered, that would kill me, but it's not a high chance for that to go off yet. So what do we need? We need a discard. We need 4 wave for sure. Frenzy is going to be maybe a little risky, but if we can get some good damage next turn, that'd be awesome. Otherwise, we just gotta chip away at this avatar on the right here. And once they hit me with a critical hit, that should reduce, right? Whenever Astrea deals corruption, she has a 12% chance of dealing a corrupted critical. Corrupted critical multiplies damage by 3. Does that not reduce the chance once that happens? I thought that was a thing for Astrea with her corrupted, or not corrupted, but just her critical chance. I always thought once she hit with critical that it has a reduced chance after that, but I might be wrong. 2 Serenity, yes please. Reduction's gonna deal some damage, don't mind if I do. Apply Light Shield to all targets. I don't think that blocks Affliction, unfortunately. Maybe it does. I can't really remember. Just gonna hope it does. Got a discard here. If you do, apply 7 wave to the enemy with the least corruption. So it should be you, which is what we want. If that enemy has at least 4 wave, deal 4 damage 4 more times. Yeah, that's okay, because that'll be like 20 damage on you, plus Serenity. So even more. So I guess what we're really worried about at this point is taking damage from the overcorruption because of Affliction. So we need more shielding, we need more of a way to block that, but of course we have to get lucky with our draws. Frenzy, of course, coming in clutch with the double damage there. Oh, Light Shield does block Affliction. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, not a great hand here. Not a great hand. I'm gonna go ahead and apply protection to you so you don't get reinforced everywhere. I see Doom over here, which is not great at all, and I see another Affliction. At this point, every one of these is gonna get overcorrupted right now. So that should be 9 damage coming my way, which is a life loss, unless I can find some shielding. Do any of these have a shield on them? No, but I see a draw here. I think I saw something else, no? No, Maybe not. Okay. Okay, this is going to be a risky one. Let's try to reroll this. Meaning we have to hurt ourselves down to this pip right here to refresh this virtue. We can do that using... What can we do? We can do something like this. That'll be 3 damage coming from you. Oh, what the... What? Oh, critical hit. Okay. Alright, well, there goes my plan. Just completely threw that out the window. Fair enough, I guess. Very disappointing, but fair enough. There is our draw, so at least we got that. Not what we needed at all. Get another reroll, but that's even more risky. And refreshing this is going to be very, very, very risky. Kind of forgot about the critical hits, but if either of these guys hit critical, that's another life loss. And we don't restore health before the next fight, so... Let's keep that on the back end. Let's just not use that. Let's discard the rest of these corrupt actions. And let's see. Let's do something here. Let's try to get some damage on you, because that'll trigger wave. So we need to get... Looks like about 25 damage, roughly. I don't think we can get that in one turn, unless we refresh our virtues, but that's risky. We need 3 damage. This should do it, right? Yep. Okay. Get you out of there. I'm not too confident this is going to remain like this, because we have quite a bit of the fight left with these two guys here, but I actually do think we can actually refresh now that we reduce this value here, right? We still could lose a life here from critical hits because of affliction, don't get me wrong, but I think we can do this. We can hurt ourselves with this. The Shark Rupture could do some damage. And we can hit you again with all of these, which is not going to do the job quite yet, but, you know, it's about the best we can hope for. And now we just have to hope that neither of these hit critical, which is, you know, it's what it is, but here we go. One. Yes. Ah. Oh, we're still in it. Okay. Can we do about 50 damage in one turn? Probably not, but let's try it. This is a good hand, though. Don't get me wrong. This is a great hand. Destroy the Hex die. We're not going to damage ourselves from doing that, right? I don't believe so. Serenity, we want that on everybody, I guess. That's pretty lucky. Purging Anchor is going to deal some great damage. Apex Instinct is amazing here. Shield Boomerang. I don't need it because nothing's going to get overcorrupted this turn, but it is going to stave off an extra overcorruption on one of the enemies. I could have put it on you, I suppose, because we are focusing you. Ah, but I do see this. Not mandatory, but we could get some extra damage out of that. I think we can just heal ourselves and make that work anyways, so that's not a huge deal there. Let's do that so you can block your affliction for another turn. I don't need a discard at the moment. That's all good. We're getting pretty close here. Only need 20 more damage, and we still have plenty of opportunity for that. More wave is awesome. Sharpened Fin will come in handy if we get another one. There we go. Okay, so we just need about 10 damage, so we can definitely get that by next turn. So all of that means I think we don't have to really worry about getting hit with a critical hit until this avatar comes back, which it is going to come back next turn. But we have some time until then. So let's see what we can do. We need 10 damage, which is pretty easy. We can just use this and, I don't know, like a virtue or something, and that'll do it. Oh, reinforced is there. Oh, of course it is. Okay. Get rid of reinforced, and can we still get 10 damage without that? Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus Serenity should make up for that. Plus Apex Instinct if we get lucky with that. So we should be able to get what we need. And you're about to get overcorrupted, so could be a critical hit with the overcorruption. We just have to stay at full health. It should be fine. We should be able to do that. And the way we're going to do that is... Oh! Okay, never mind. Never mind, never mind. We got what we needed. So now... Now, at this point, we gotta take you down, of course. We may be at 1 pip of health by next turn, and you're gonna be restored by next turn. But you'll have half health. And that's about it. And this should not be transferred to the other Astreas because they don't have Omni Soul while they're in this collapsed state. So we just have to get out about 30 more damage next turn, and then we gotta take out the other avatar before this one comes back. Kind of chasing the mouse here. Oh, what? I thought critical hit does double damage, no? Oh, 3 times damage. Of course it does. Of course it does. Great. Okay, so there's nothing we really could have done there. Of course, of course, of course. It's not looking good for the next part of the fight, but let's get there. Let's get there. Apex Instinct is what we want right now, plus the Sharpened Fin, that's definitely what we want. Discard, get rid of that Torment. And we need 30 damage. 30 damage. Do we have 30 damage? I see 7, 9, 12, 15, 19, 21, 23, plus 8. So yeah, we do have 30 damage. Miraculously, to be honest with you. Now, is there anything that would get in the way of us dealing that much damage? You don't have reinforced. We don't have a sort of block on our damage. I think we're in the clear. Do I have to do this in a certain order is the next question. And I don't think so, because... yeah, it's just purify actions, so... let's just do it. we go. Okay. Wave came in clutch there like I was hoping it would. And now we just have to lock in and get through this next fight. Oh, we do reduce. Oh, or not reduce. We do restore health. Oh, how nice. How nice. I must have been thinking about a harder difficulty. I didn't think we were going to restore our hearts at the end of that. Okay, I guess we're in the clear then. Just have to get through this. I say that like it's going to be easy, but... I mean, we've gotten through this before. It's not like the first time we fought Astrea, you know? It's just going to be about this first turn here, as it usually is. I see 6 damage coming from you, plus 6 Meteor Rain. But we do have Indigo Soul, so that will save us. Perfect. Basically going to negate anything that is going to go wrong here. So then what are we worried about with these debuffs here? I kind of forgot what these do. At the start of battle, Astrea adds a collection of different hex die into your discard. Every 3 turns, apply 1 decay to Astrea. Every 3 turns. Okay, so that's not going to be for another 2. And then Astrea changes her state every 4 times you play a virtue. Right, okay. And Astrea deals 2 corruption to everything every 4 times you play any actions. Okay. So, I guess what we want to do for the rest of the fight after this first turn is manage that decay then, because that's going to be, again, about the worst thing that we could hope for. So... Alright, let's finish this turn. Can't really do much else now. Yep, there we go. Okay. Got our virtues refresh. Ooh, Serenity right at turn 2. I love that. Need some Surf. We'll put that on. So we just got to worry about that decay. So every 3 turns, which I would assume is going to be next turn then. So let's change your state if we can. Which is going to be 4 virtues, which we do have. Let's do that. I see your die up there is 6 damage, which shouldn't be an issue. I think you're going to reroll anyways once you switch any your state. So let's see what that does. A different overcorruption meter. Yep, I do remember that now. I see different buffs here as well. So if you get overcorrupted, you're going to just straight up kill me, no matter what. Whenever Astrea receives 60 purification, she activates her die. This effect is only triggered once per multi-purification action. Okay. So I would assume that 60 purification would have to come all at once, or is that like a total? Not clear yet. Oh, and this is the same. Okay, so decay is going to be inevitable. Oh. Alright, alright, alright. In that case, then, let's keep you in the other state, because I don't want you to get overcorrupted. It looks like, honestly, you probably will overcorrupt yourself this turn. Maybe, maybe not, actually. 4 self-corruption, plus 4 already on the meter, so no, not quite, but almost. Alright, let's see if we can switch you again, then. I thought we would be staving off decay if we switched her, but I guess that isn't the case. So there's 2 virtues, we need 2 more. I don't think we can get 2 more this turn unless we can get a refresh. Doubt that's going to happen, though. Yeah, no. Okay. And it looks like that number down here is a counter, so once she takes 60 total purification, she's going to activate her die. Okay. Not too bad, as long as she doesn't get over-corrupted, and I don't think she will be.